welcome. Glad to have everybody here today. This is going to be a great meeting. I am ebullient. Is that right, Lou? Excited, energetic about the news we're all going to share today. It always gives me tremendous pleasure and pride to see us when we're gathered together. And I always just think about how much service this organization is providing. We're not alone here today. We are live streaming this out to a number of our other sites, our pharmacies, the folks over at STLC, and other areas within the organization. Hello to all of you. I think the call center's out there somewhere. There's the call center here. Call center's out there somewhere. The pharmacies are out there. Hi to all of you. So, we're going to get going on something I know we've all been waiting for here. Lou has given me a script. I'll try to be better than Trump and stick to the script. So that's what I have been encouraged to do. But I promise you that the next slide is not the new name. Okay? We're going to talk a little bit about how we got here as an organization, if that's okay. And I think I'm supposed to move the slides along myself. Why change our name? I bet that's been on a lot of minds, particularly folks who live here in Gaston County, and probably not much of a leap for folks who are in the satellite communities that we work in. And I'll tell you, it's been difficult. It's been a long journey for us. We took this on as one of the goals and objectives for our organization beginning in January. Here we are 3/4 of the way through the year, and we're just getting to a place where we're ready to announce this process. It's been an emotional and a logistically intensive project that we have moved through. So, why should we change our name? 3 reasons I'm going to give you. We're no longer Gaston. Look at this timeline. As we have grown into other communities now, 26 sites or more. I'm not even counting all the school-based programs that we're engaged in at this point in time. 26 fixed sites. And as of yesterday, when we opened the CVMG Taylorsville program as a Gaston Family Health Services program, 8 counties: Gaston, Lincoln, Catawba, Alexander, Iredell, Davie, Davidson, Forsyth. That's a lot of growth for our organization, and clearly the name Gaston doesn't represent all the communities that we serve. I'm going to back that up. Can I not back it up? There you go. I want to say also that we're not just primary care anymore as an organization. Just look around you. I mean, our dental programs, our pharmacy programs, behavioral health, the larger and larger component of our organization. We do chiropractic care, vision, school-based health, certainly a huge dental program. We do women's specialty services, and more we're doing outreach. We're getting outside the walls of the clinics, doing a lot of work in what we refer to as upstream issues, that is trying to prevent disease processes rather than just treat disease processes, becoming a more and more important part of what we do. We're looking for a name that's going to take us beyond that. And then look at this. I don't know how this happened, but there you go. Back to that slide. We got all kind of names. As we have spread out through these different counties, we have tried to not shake things up too much. Many times there were already organizations there that were established. It was an easier assimilation if we could come and say, we can work with you, you can keep your name. But that has only worked for us for so long now. These many naming conventions that we have here causes a lot of confusion. What is Gaston Family Health Services? What is not Gaston Family Health Services? We recognize that the need to come up with one single and consistent name needs to be in the front of our thought process that would evoke for our patients and our community members alike a feeling of who we are as an organization. That seems pretty straightforward. So who are we? Conveying who we are in a name is not easy. So our first step in the process was to take a deeper look at ourselves as an organization, and we asked the questions. How do we perceive ourselves? How do others in the community perceive us? And most importantly, how do we want to be perceived by our patients and the communities that we work in? So we started by looking inward, looking at us as an organization. We engaged staff in activities toward the naming convention. We received over 65 proposed names from our staff. And in the end, the name that we selected didn't come from a marketing company. It came from inside our organization. Our staff came up with the name that we have chosen and that we'll be moving forward with. We did use outside guidance. After we had our ideas, we pulled in the professionals and said, what do you think about this? How will this resonate? So we did get that professional input even after we had our own ideas put together. And as we were pulling these proposals together and looking through them, we recognized that our name must invoke a sense of our mission, a commitment to our values, the importance of family, because Gaston Family Health Services still means a lot to all of us. It is for everyone throughout the entire life cycle and everyone in the family, and recognizing all of the dependencies that occur there. And we're more than a primary medical care home. Our name must be simple. How about easy to say? How about just one or two words? Something that people can remember for our organization. Support our tagline. Caring for our community has been the tagline of our organization. That's not going to change. Not geocentric. It's not Gaston anymore, nor is it Iredell or Catawba or anything of the sort. As we're changing our name, we're also looking to our logo. Everybody's familiar with what we call the happy people on our logo. You know, I take particular pride in that. You heard me describe that at the annual meeting. I drew that logo within the first 2 weeks of my employment here, some 24 years ago. And it represented my family. The little bow was my 5-year-old girl who always wore a bow in her hair. And sometimes it takes folks a bit to pick out that cradled in my arm there was a newborn baby that came here. She's 23 now. So things have changed quite a bit over time, but we need to refresh that logo as well. We want it to be modern. We want to preserve the spirit of our original logo. Family is still important to us. And now, without much further ado here, we're going to move on to a new name. Awesome. Thanks, Lavondia, for getting us started. We appreciate that. Absolutely. Kintegra. Let me get back there, okay? Combines the word for kin, for family. Integration, integral, integrated, integrity. Kintegra Health is our new company name. So let's take a closer look now at our new logo. This is our new corporate logo for Kintegra Health. It preserves the traditional family perspective, but guess what? We had two parents. How many two parents households are we getting to serve these days? Family means a lot of different things today. We're calling this the family embrace. In our naming strategy, every family medicine practice will have exactly this on the sign. It won't say Statesville Family Medicine. It won't say Kintegra Family Medicine Hickory. It won't say Kintegra Family Medicine Davidson. All of them will say this. The only thing that's going to be different is the address. So you're going to see exactly the same name on each of those locations. And likewise, our adult and pediatric practices, family dentistry, behavioral health, our school health sites, and our integrated medicine program. Mobile dentistry, it keeps going. But it's easy to see how the convention works. Takes us back to our logo there. Change like this does take time. It took us a long time to come together with the name. It's going to take us a long time to implement it. You guys know, we aren't putting this out in the world at this point. On April 1st, 2020, we are officially going to be Kintegra. Between now and then, there's a lot of work that is going to have to happen behind the scenes for some of you, and some of you will be very involved in it. But if you think about all the signage that has to be changed, all the things in the electronic health record that need to be changed, all the forms, all the cards, all the social media, all of those things, it's going to take some time to do that. April 2nd, not April Fool's Day, but April 2nd, we will actually be making that change. So, I don't know about you guys, but I am charged up about this. And I think that we are about to distribute something to all of you to help you stay charged up about this name change as well. So I think they're going to distribute some things out to the tables before we break up. I also wanted to mention, before we go away, I wanted to remind everybody that October 11th is our half day off. There you go. You know, I want to end up just by saying, you know, congratulations to us as an organization for the kind of change that we will be going through and the different level of recognition that I believe that we will receive as part of this. You know, we unfortunately many times these days are competing. When this Medicaid managed care, the transformation rolls around in the next few months, we're going to be competing for patients. The only way we can continue to do what we do for our uninsured patients is by being successful in making our organization the provider of choice for our patients. Always keep that in mind, and thank you all for all the work you do. And I would be remiss if I didn't recognize Lou Gibbs, who has spearheaded this process, and Tasha Spencer, who's been working on a lot of this design that you see. Have a good meeting.